All right, greetings. Am I on? Am I on? Okay. If you're offended by foul language, get off my channel. There's your warning. Okay, I'll try to keep it clean, but you can never tell. So, this is LMS Tactical and Mason. I'm getting ready to take him out for a swim. It's hot. It's, what is it like? Well, it says it's only 69, but it feels like it's 89, so I guess I'm just used to the winter. Anyways, okay, so here's a come to Jesus talk with my friends and family. Lay it all out for you. Some of you know, most of you don't know the details. Here's what's been going on. People that have been with me for a while realize that for the last, I guess a little over a month now, I gotta turn this air up, sorry if it's loud. For the last month or so, my posts have been primarily about South Africa and the alleged white genocide. And I say that facetiously because, as I've said in other videos and other people have made videos, I start getting acid because this is a stressful subject. The Western media has a complete news blackout on this subject. The communist social media, the communist owned and operated social media platforms, you know, the ones like when you Google President Trump, you get all the bad things for the first few pages before you hear anything good. They do that. That's not a happenstance. That's algorithms where they bury things that they don't politically agree with or that don't send the message that they're trying to send. So if you were to Google, for example, farm murders or white genocide in South Africa, the first thing you're going to hear is it's a hoax perpetrated by white supremacists and blah, 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 blah. And hopefully their hope is that you stop looking. So that's all going on. So that's why you probably don't know much about it unless you've been watching videos or talking with or two people that do know what's going on. Okay, so I have done a couple of things where you have, and this is a rehash before I make my point, where I have asked for donations. I appreciate them beyond belief. You guys have risen to the occasion every single time. And you know what? It's like I say in some of my own propaganda, which is based on reality and truth. Those that help others when they're in need, they get rewarded, believe me. They do get rewarded. The universe rewards them. God rewards them, whatever you believe, because good propagates good. And at the very minimum, you've done a great thing for good people, great people, I believe, and I appreciate it. You know, we all know that it's against the political narrative of the day to care about, let alone help white people in need, especially people that are connected to apartheid, which is, you know, ridiculous. That was 20-something years ago, ended in 1994. The white people are no more foreigners in Africa than we are foreigners here. You know, we're not giving America back to the Indians. They ain't giving it back their section to, well, they may get taken over, I hope not, but the fact of the matter is they were in South Africa long before the blacks, other than the Khoisan people who are lighter skin. They're discriminated against by the blacks that came down from the north. So that's a whole other story. I shouldn't get convoluted. The fact of the matter is that what I've been dealing with every day, and why you see little gaps of time where I'm not available and I don't make videos, or I'm not doing this, or to my family and friends I'm not answering calls. There's a 6-hour time difference between South Africa and where I'm at in the States. So, you know, for me to talk with them, one of us is going to be up late and the other one's going to be losing sleep and blah, blah, blah. This is what happens. The bottom line is I have one family. You know, I mean, I want to help South Africans. I want to help them in as much as I can. I'm not rich. I'm far from it. But I'm not one that's going to just complain about shit and not do anything. And I'm not trying to be a hero, you know, oh, he's a hero, he did something good. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I hope I'm an inspiration to others that maybe you can't do what I've done, but we can all do something, whether it's donate $20 to a good cause, whether it's mine or somebody else's, or push this video on. If that's all they can do, they're helping spread the word, because believe me, people don't know about what's going on and they need to hear about it. And you need to educate yourself so you can debate with these idiots when they tell you, oh, that's a hoax. It's not a hoax. Babies are being killed right this second with hot irons, because that's what like I said, I have the video proof from people in South Africa, and it's almost more than I can handle. It's torture, and it's unbelievable on a biblical level. So my wife and I have decided to help a family of 4, mom, dad, daughter, son, and we have been raising money to get them tickets to get out of there, help with their flights and their traveling and all the other expenses that go along with it, visas, and everything's made very hard for them by the South African government. They've said their goodbyes to those that can't get out, and tomorrow morning they get on a plane and they leave South Africa for the last time in their lives, and they begin their journey to my house. Now, this is when the real fun starts, because it's not going to be simple. You can't get a visa to the U.S. when you're in South Africa. And right now we got problems all over the border in the south, and Canada's not being real cooperative. Oddly enough, Russia is taking these people without visas. Some of these places, there's the country of Georgia's taking them. Lots of other countries are stepping up, but not this fucking country that's so bullshitted by the liberals that would bend over the minute Jesse Jackson stood up and said, "Hey, those people they committed apartheid. Why are you helping them? You're a racist." Fuck that. You know, you help people when they need help. God knows I've spent enough time helping black people. I couldn't even fucking tell you the amount of stories and money and time and energy and air from my lungs. And I've done so it's about fucking time I helped a pink person for the first time in my life, and I'm proud of it. These are good, hardworking Boer farmer fucking people from Africa, and I love them. The more I know about them, the more I wish I was one. And if that offends somebody, tough shit. So, I know you're black, I know that. So, but you'll like these guys. So the thing of it is, hold on a second. They're gonna fly into they're gonna fly to Brazil. They got a 20-hour layover there. Then they're gonna come into some other place. They ultimately end up in Mexico. And in Mexico, we've got a couple of families over there from South Africa, and it is a nightmare. I mean, these guys are buried with all the rest of the immigrants, and you know, that are pleading fake asylum in most cases. But the bottom line is there's probably a month or 2 wait before they can even get a face-to-face with somebody at the border and give their papers, their documents that are requesting asylum for all legitimate. I mean, the genocide taking place there meets the 10 criteria points that are required as listed out by the Hague and the Geneva Convention and the United Nations and blah blah blah, Human Rights Watch. They exceed the requirements that are necessary to be able to plead for asylum, and I mean to be able to classify a place as having genocide taking place. So there is genocide there. These people will be killed if they stay, and God willing, I'm going to get them into my house. And now you know it's been occupying my time. Those people that think I'm ignoring them and blah blah blah. This is a 24-hour job, because it's not just this family I'm trying to help. I'm trying to connect thousands of other families. And by the way, not all South African white people are trying to leave. There's an entire another group that's ready to stay there and fight to the bitter end. There's 5 million of them and about 70 to 80 million blacks that want them dead. All I'm saying is I'm not really that good at math, but the numbers are not in the white people's favor. That's all I'm saying. Got a lot of respect for them. I'm a warrior. They're warriors. I get it. But right now I'm focusing my attention on information, spreading the word, and on getting this family safely over here so they can become Americans, and they can live the American dream if the liberal socialist commie cocksuckers in this country don't fuck it up. My wife left a communist country, comes here, and she looks around at all these liberals and millennials that are voting left, and she can't believe that they want to tear this fucking country down and make it into the one she escaped. Another story. Anyways, that's it. I'm going to go take him for a swim. LMS Tactical. I'm out. Stay safe. Bam.